I would like to thank Mr. Viktor Orban, Prime Minister of Hungary, for visiting Georgia. He is here with a representational delegation, and this visit, as well as cooperation between our two countries in general, is of enormous importance to us. This friendship is grounded in the traditional relations between our nations, and we ascribe special importance to further developing and deepening these relations. Of special meaning is the fact that the Prime Minister is holding this visit during Hungary's presidency of the Council of EU. EU integration is our key foreign policy priority, and Hungary acquires special significance in this regard. Throughout this period, Hungary has been a staunch supporter of Georgia on the path to European integration, playing a crucial role in granting the candidate status to Georgia. And for this, I thank Mr. Viktor Orban personally and our Hungarian friends as a whole, and the country's authorities. Of course, we count on future support as well. And I thank our Hungarian friends and Mr. Viktor Orban personally for reaffirming this support. We share common values, and we especially welcome the Hungarian government's efforts toward protecting national identity, values, including Christian values, and cherishing personal human identity, for which concrete steps are taken. We prize and fight for the same values. Every aspect of the cooperation, political cooperation between Georgia and Hungary, is important to us. We thank Hungary for supporting Georgia's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Importantly, the trade and economic relations with Hungary must be developed further in various directions. Among others, it is very important that we signed an agreement on investment cooperation designed to foster bilateral investments in both Hungary and Georgia. Work will continue in this direction. In the same vein, tourism cooperation is a key priority. Tourism promotes deeper people-to-people ties, and we are excited to enjoy good trends. And we will continue further development in the relations in this field. As you know, we cooperate on various projects, notably the Black Sea submarine cable project, in which we participate alongside other partner states. Great attention will be paid in the future to the implementation of such projects. In our meeting, we discussed every aspect of cooperation. We are satisfied with the current affairs in our cooperation, though there is great potential for deeper cooperation, and we will do everything to tap into these resources to the fullest. Once again, I want to extend special gratitude to the Prime Minister for visiting Georgia, an excellent illustration of his attitude, support for Georgia. Needless to say, we will continue our vibrant cooperation to ensure the maximal deepening of our relations and to protect the national interests of our countries.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Köszönöm, hogy itt lehetek.
Thank you for having me here.
Nem akartam a kampány során
I didn't want to come during the campaign.
Az úgy tűnt volna, mintha beavatkoznak.
That would have seemed like we were interfering in the Georgian people's decision. We preferred to wait for the election results. And only afterward could I come here among you in Tbilisi. Thank you very much for the invitation. The people of our two nations have a mutually positive view of each other. We don't fully understand the reason for this. Perhaps it's due to history. But the historical fact is that our two peoples look upon each other fondly. You are a freedom-fighting nation. So are we. We are surrounded by great powers. You are too. We have always had to fight for sovereignty and freedom. Likely, this historical fact has fostered the positive perception that we have of one another today. And since I am here, I would like to congratulate your Prime Minister on the election victory. I have observed the debate surrounding the election and read the assessments of international organizations. And I see that no one dares to challenge the fact that this was a free and democratic election. Despite the criticisms, no one has gone so far as to question that. And they are right not to, because we Hungarians also sent observers. We were here, we saw with our own eyes what was happening. Before I came here, I studied the reports of the Hungarian observers, which were unequivocally positive and confirmed that this was a free and democratic election. I congratulate your Prime Minister on this. Hungary is a neighbor of Ukraine. And if there is one country in Europe today that knows what war is like, it is Hungary, because it is right next to us. We understand what it means to live with war close by.
Still in Hungarian, we can continue. Okay.
And we know how important peace is. Hungary is a peace-supporting country in Europe. And we greatly appreciate your efforts as you also stand on the side of peace. No one wants to destroy their own country by dragging it into a senseless war. We understand the decision of the Georgian people, who voted for peace, as this is also the case in our country. I also want to make it clear that the Georgian people have made a pro-European decision. From what I see, both the opposition and the ruling party are committed to European Union integration. In fact, you may be the only country in the world where it is enshrined in the Constitution that every government must strive for EU membership. Given this, questioning the Georgian government's commitment to Europe is rather laughable. And I congratulate you for ensuring that while pursuing pro-European policies, you have prevented your country from becoming a second Ukraine. We highly respect the Prime Minister's commitment, which I have now witnessed in person, to ensuring that by the end of this decade, Georgia will be the most prepared candidate for EU membership. We will give you all the support you need. We have already sent Hungarian experts to Tbilisi, and we are happy to welcome experts from your country to Hungary for training programs. We have agreed to develop our cooperation in strategic areas. Recently, we signed an agreement on investment protection. We are pleased that the Hungarian airline plays an important role in your economy. We are also eager to participate in your country's economic development in areas such as infrastructure, tourism, and water management. It is a great honor for us to be working with Georgia on the European Union's largest project. We have a massive joint European plan, which involves bringing green electricity produced in the Caucasus to Europe, to the EU territory. This is a major European project. I thank the Prime Minister for his government's active participation in its implementation, with Azerbaijan, Georgia, Romania, and Hungary all working together. We have created a joint venture between the four countries, which is a significant step. I hope we can later report that this has become one of the most successful projects in the European Union. Lastly, I would like to mention that Hungary provides 80 Georgian university students with Hungarian state scholarships every year. We are pleased that there is always a high number of applicants, and each year 80 Georgian young people come to Hungary to study. In conclusion, as a Prime Minister who has experienced many battles and debates, I want to address the upcoming discussions. Despite the clear election result and the fact that the election was free and democratic, there will still be debates about your election in Europe. But don't give these debates too much importance. These are normal discussions, the same ones we face in Brussels. Whenever conservative parties win elections in Europe, we go through the same debates. There's a kind of handbook in European politics that says if liberal parties win, it's democracy. If conservatives win, then there's no democracy. These debates always happen, whether it's a Hungarian election or any other within the EU. If the Liberals had won here in Georgia, the headlines across Western Europe would be praising the peak of your democracy. But since conservatives won, it's expected that the same debates will arise, just as they do following elections in Hungary or other countries. So, dear Georgian friends, don't take these international media discussions too seriously. I congratulate your government, your country, and your people on this election result, and I wish you success in the coming years. You can count on Hungary and our strategic partnership in the future as well.
A hazájuknak és a népüknek pedig sok sikert kívánok.
Georgian government is accused of bringing Georgia back into the Russian Orban. What can you say about it?
About what?
The Georgian government is accused of bringing this country back to the Russian Orbans. How can you comment it?
Yeah, but I just read your constitution, and your constitution is very clear-cut, saying that all government of Georgia should work on European membership.
What can you say about your criticism in Europe?
Thank you.
Mr. Orban,
I am very happy to invite all of you to come to Budapest, and I am at your disposal in the international press conference. Thank you.
Because we know that 26 member states are against this.
Don't be so sure. Some countries are in favor, some countries are not. But there are some countries who are in favor, of course. And you will, no question that you will join, of course. I'm totally convinced about it.
Mr. Orban, they're criticizing your visit. What can you tell them?
What a tough ladies you have here anyway. Thank you very much.